Listen up, kid. If war breaks out, you don't want to be scrambling like a headless chicken. I've seen enough in my years to know that being prepared is everything. So, here are 36 hacks to keep you and your family safe. Food and water supplies. If war breaks out, food and water will disappear from store shelves in no time. The smart ones, like you, prepare ahead. You don't want to be that poor guy scrambling for scraps when trouble comes knocking. Here's what you need to keep your family fed and hydrated. Store at least a 2-week supply of non-perishable food. You want food that lasts. Canned goods, dried beans, rice, pasta, freeze-dried meals, and anything with a long shelf life. Stick to things you actually eat. Trust me, you don't want to be choking down cans of mystery meat just because that's all you have left. Diversity matters too. Protein sources like canned meats, lentils, and peanut butter will keep your strength up. Carbs like pasta, oats, and rice will keep your energy going. Canned vegetables and fruits will give you the vitamins you need. A big mistake people make is forgetting to rotate their stockpile. Food doesn't last forever. Mark expiration dates and use the oldest items first, replacing them as you go. This way, nothing goes to waste. Maintain a minimum of 1 gallon of water per person per day. You can survive weeks without food, but only a few days without water. The rule is simple: 1 gallon per person per day for drinking, cooking, and hygiene. Multiply that by the number of people in your home and stock accordingly. Store water in large containers, sealed water jugs, or cases of bottled water. If you've got the space, a rainwater collection system is a great backup, but make sure you have a way to purify it. Water purification is just as important as storage. A portable water filter, purification tablets, or good old-fashioned boiling will save you from nasty waterborne illnesses. And trust me, getting sick when you're in survival mode is not something you want to deal with. Include a manual can opener. This might seem obvious, but I've seen people stockpile entire shelves of canned food without thinking about how to open them. A manual can opener is a must-have. And don't just have one, get a backup. If you ever find yourself without one, a sturdy knife and a little patience will do the trick. But let's try to avoid accidental thumb injuries, shall we? Grandma nearly had a heart attack the last time I tried opening a can with a screwdriver. Stock up on high-energy foods. In survival situations, calories are king. You need food that will keep you going: peanut butter, nuts, trail mix, protein bars, and even good old chocolate. These foods are lightweight, packed with energy, and don't take up much space. If you have to move fast, these are your best bet for keeping your energy levels up. Also, comfort foods matter. A little sugar boost, like hard candies or instant coffee, can go a long way in keeping morale up. Grandma always says, "A cup of coffee solves most problems," and I don't argue with her. Consider dietary needs of all family members. Not everyone can eat the same things. Some people have allergies, medical conditions, or specific dietary needs, and ignoring that can be a big mistake. If someone in your home is diabetic, has high blood pressure, or is gluten intolerant, you need to plan accordingly. That means low-sodium options for people like Grandma, gluten-free grains for anyone with celiac disease, and sugar alternatives for diabetics. And don't forget about the kids and elderly. They may need softer foods or extra nutrients. Powdered milk is great for calcium, and electrolyte powders can help keep everyone hydrated. Prepping your food and water supply isn't just about hoarding, it's about being smart and prepared. When things go south, you'll be glad you took the time to think ahead. If you're finding these tips useful, hit that subscribe button and bell and share this with someone who needs to hear it. First aid and medical supplies. If war breaks out, hospitals might be overwhelmed, and calling 911 won't be an option. You need to be ready to handle injuries, illnesses, and medical needs on your own. Trust me, a well-stocked first aid kit can make the difference between a close call and a disaster. Assemble a comprehensive first aid kit. A basic first aid kit won't cut it. You need one that covers serious wounds, burns, infections, and fractures. Here's what you should have: bandages, assorted sizes, and gauze pads, antiseptic wipes and hydrogen peroxide, medical tape and scissors, tweezers for splinters or debris and wounds, elastic bandages for sprains, burn cream and antibiotic ointment. Thermometer, safety pins and gloves. I once cut my hand fixing a fence, and Grandma went full battlefield medic on me. She patched me up so well I thought she'd been watching war movies for training. Point is, know how to use what you have. Keep a 7-day supply of prescription medications. If you or a family member rely on daily medications, running out could be life-threatening. Ask your doctor about getting an emergency supply and rotate your stock to keep it fresh. For those with high blood pressure, diabetes, or asthma, missing a few doses can cause serious problems. Keep extras of blood pressure meds, insulin or glucose tablets, inhalers, heart medications. Grandma keeps an extra bottle of her heart pills tucked away just in case. Smart lady. Include over-the-counter medications for common ailments. In a crisis, even a minor illness can knock you out if you're not prepared. Stock up on pain relievers, ibuprofen, aspirin, acetaminophen, cold and flu medicine, allergy meds, antihistamines, anti-diarrheal tablets, because trust me, you don't want to deal with that when supplies are low. Antacids, stress eating survival food, can mess with your stomach. Bonus tip, electrolyte powders or rehydration salts can prevent dehydration from illness or extreme conditions. Add medical tools like tweezers and scissors. A first aid kit isn't just about bandages, it's also about having the right tools. You'll need a digital thermometer. Fevers are a warning sign. Splints for broken bones. A suture kit for deep cuts if professional help isn't available. A CPR mask, because doing CPR without one is not fun. I once had to remove a splinter from Grandma's finger. You'd think I was performing open-heart surgery with the way she winced, but having good tweezers and steady hands made all the difference. Store personal hygiene items. Staying clean isn't just about comfort. It prevents infections and disease. Have a stash of soap and hand sanitizer, toothpaste and toothbrushes, feminine hygiene products, disposable gloves, baby wipes for when showers aren't an option, and for heaven's sake, stock up on toilet paper. War doesn't just bring fighting. It brings injuries, stress, and sickness. Being prepared means being able to take care of yourself and your family, no matter what happens. Emergency tools and equipment. All right, kid. Food and water will keep you alive and first aid will keep you patched up. But without the right tools and equipment, you're just sitting in the dark, waiting for trouble. The right gear can keep you warm, keep you safe, and keep you ahead of the game. Let's get you set up. Have a battery-powered or hand-crank radio. If the power goes out, news and emergency broadcasts will be your lifeline. A battery-powered or hand-crank radio keeps you updated when there's no TV or internet. Bonus points if it has a built-in flashlight or USB charger. Keep extra batteries for all devices. Batteries will be worth their weight in gold during a crisis. Stock up on AA, AAA, and any specialty batteries your gear needs. And don't forget rechargeable options with a solar charger. You don't want to be left powerless. Equip your home with flashlights and candles. A good flashlight is essential. Actually, several good flashlights are essential. Keep one in every room and don't rely on your phone's flashlight. It drains the battery too fast. Candles are a backup, but be careful. Grandma nearly burned the house down once when she left one too close to the curtains. Store a multi-purpose tool. A multi-tool or Swiss Army knife can be a lifesaver. Get one with a knife, screwdrivers, pliers, a bottle opener, because even in a crisis, sometimes you need a cold drink. It's like carrying a mini toolbox in your pocket. Maintain a fire extinguisher. If the power's out and you're using candles or makeshift stoves, fire becomes a real risk. Keep a fire extinguisher handy, especially near the kitchen and sleeping areas, and for heaven's sake, learn how to use it before you actually need it. Have emergency lighting. Glow sticks, lanterns, and rechargeable LED lights are great for safe, long-lasting light. You don't want to trip over Grandma's rocking chair in the dark. Get a propane or camp stove. If your gas and electricity go out, a camping stove with extra fuel lets you cook. Just make sure to use it outside or in a well-ventilated area. Nobody wants carbon monoxide poisoning. Keep a sturdy tarp and duct tape. A good tarp can provide shelter, cover broken windows, or even collect rainwater. Duct tape? Have a basic toolkit. You don't need a full workshop, but a basic hammer, wrenches, screwdrivers, and nails will help you make quick repairs. If things get rough, you might need to barricade doors or reinforce windows. Be ready. Store paracord and bungee cords. Paracord is one of the most useful survival tools you can own. You can use it for setting up shelters, tying down supplies, emergency repairs. Bungee cords are great for securing tarps, gear, or even improvising a sling if someone gets injured. You don't have to be a handyman or survival expert, but having the right tools can mean the difference between being prepared and being helpless. Clothing and shelter. All right, kid, let's talk about staying warm, dry, and protected. War isn't just about bullets and battles. It's also about surviving the elements. If your home gets damaged, the power goes out, or you have to leave in a hurry, the right clothing and shelter can make all the difference. Store warm clothing and blankets. You never know when heating might become a luxury. Keep thermal clothing, insulated jackets, hats, gloves, and extra socks for every family member. Hypothermia isn't just a problem in the Arctic. It can sneak up on you in damp, cold conditions. And trust me, a good wool blanket can be a lifesaver. Grandma still has one from the 1950s, and it's warmer than anything you'll find today. Have sleeping bags for each family member. If you lose power or need to evacuate, a quality sleeping bag keeps you warm even in freezing temperatures. Don't skimp. Get the kind rated for cold weather. I made the mistake of getting a cheap one once. Let's just say I spent a night shivering like a leaf while Grandma snored away, warm as a toasted marshmallow in hers. Keep sturdy shoes and work gloves. In an emergency, you might need to walk long distances, clear debris, or fix broken things. Sneakers won't cut it. Get a good pair of sturdy boots and durable work gloves. Grandma once tried gardening in flip-flops. Have rain gear and extra socks. Getting soaked in bad weather isn't just uncomfortable. It can lead to hypothermia. Have rain jackets, ponchos, and waterproof pants ready. And socks? Never underestimate extra dry socks. Wet feet lead to blisters, infections, and misery. Keep multiple pairs in a waterproof bag. Prepare an emergency shelter option. If your home gets damaged, you might need temporary shelter. A sturdy tent, tarps, and ropes can give you cover if you have to be outside. If staying inside, thick plastic sheeting can block broken windows and keep out wind, rain, or even smoke from outside. Being prepared isn't just about food and weapons. It's about staying warm, dry, and mobile. Stock up now, because when the time comes, you won't have time to go looking for that lost winter coat. Self-defense and home security. All right, kid, let's get serious. If war breaks out, protecting your home and family becomes priority number one. It's not about paranoia, it's about being prepared. You don't need to turn your house into a fortress, but you do need a plan. Secure doors and windows. Your home is only as strong as its weakest point. Reinforce doors with deadbolts, security bars, or even wooden braces. Windows should have locks, shatter-resistant film, or plywood ready to cover them if things get bad. I once caught Grandma nailing boards over the windows just for practice. She might be 80, but she's got the spirit of a war general. Set up early warning systems. A simple motion sensor alarm, tripwire with bells, or even a dog can alert you to movement around your home. Dogs, by the way, aren't just good companions. They're natural security systems with fur. If someone sneaks up, you'll know about it before they reach the door. Have a personal defense plan. Firearms, pepper spray, a baseball bat, whatever you're comfortable with. But owning a weapon isn't enough. You need to train with it. A gun without training is just a liability. Same goes for any weapon. If Grandma can handle a shotgun better than you, it's time to hit the range. Keep a low profile. If war or chaos breaks out, the last thing you want is to draw attention to your home. No bright lights at night. Cover windows if you have electricity. Blend in. If everyone else is struggling, don't flaunt your stockpile. Grandma always says, if home is no longer safe, you need a way out. Plan multiple exit routes, both by car and on foot. Keep your car's gas tank at least half full at all times. Have a go bag packed with essentials. Identify safe places to regroup with family. A plan in your head isn't enough. Practice it. You don't want to be figuring it out in the middle of a crisis. Hope for peace. Prepare for danger. Defending your home and loved ones isn't about fear. It's about responsibility. Communication and evacuation plans. All right, kid. If war breaks out, Staying connected and knowing when to leave is just as important as food and defense. Without a plan, you're just guessing in the dark. Have multiple ways to communicate. Cell towers might go down, and the internet could be cut. You need backup options. Two-way radios, walkie-talkies, for short-range family communication. A battery-powered or hand-crank radio for emergency broadcasts. A whistle or signal mirror in case you need to alert someone without power. Grandma still swears by the old yell really loud method, but let's be a little more advanced than that. Establish a family emergency plan. Everyone in the house should know where to meet if separated, who to contact first, what to do if staying home is no longer safe. Write it down, practice it, and make sure even the kids know the basics. Have a bug-out bag ready. If you need to leave in a hurry, a go bag with essentials, food, water, first aid, cash, and documents can save your life. Don't waste time packing at the last minute. Have it ready. A good plan means you don't panic when things go south. Stay connected, stay informed, and always be ready to move. Survival isn't about fear. It's about being prepared. War changes everything, but with the right supplies, skills, and mindset, you and your family can stay safe. Plan ahead, stay smart, and remember, the prepared survive, while the unprepared panic. Stay ready. If you found this guide useful, like, share, and subscribe for more survival tips. Drop a comment with your own preparedness hacks. Let's help each other stay safe.